Denmark, car 31. So we'll be seeing the nice white car from the Vikings back on track with our second driver. So that's our first electric team with a second driver, and we're hearing a big cheer from the grandstand here. And this is E44 coming into the pits for a driver's change. So well done there to Theo Dresden.
And we've got another car who's just coming down the final straight. They're also going to get the checkered flag to go into driver's change, which I think is going to mean that the driver's change is going to have to release a car shortly. Oh, and yes, they do. There's car number E31, the University from Southern Denmark. They're back for the second half of endurance, which is excellent to see because, like we were saying, this is a first-year car, and I believe this might even be their first competition. So to see them getting into the second half of endurance after competing in all competitions is an amazing result.
So we've got two cars in the pits now being fully checked, and another car coming in, that's Deggendorf. So we've got three electric cars in the pits for the driver's change, and Bayreuth, as well as E58 from Leuven. That's our first newcomer team from Belgium this year, doing great performance, like Ingolstadt as well. We'll be seeing them later on. So the second driver from Vikings, we're very curious how they can perform with their second driver and see their lap times.
And car number E58 crossed the line. They're now on their penultimate lap. They're going to get the last lap sign next time round. And they are still staying very consistent with the 90.81 lap times.
So now the Vikings race car is coming around the long straight very early in the brakes there. He doesn't want to run over any cones, and he crosses the start-finish line, and we've got a time of 92.54, so that's very good there. So we've got two consistent drivers from Denmark. What about Bayreuth, Aaliyah? They didn't clip the cone there, but that was close.
That was very close. E20, they just keep improving. I mean, they just got another fastest time for them, 91.32. I think the fastest time right now for the electric cars is 87.34, so they've still got a way to go to even get close to the electric times that we were seeing this morning. So car number E58 is coming down the final straight, and they have just seen the last lap sign. So hopefully we will see them coming out of driver change next time round. And in the meantime, we've got three cars right now. Three of our electric cars are in driver change. I think Daniel has something to say about them.
Well, we've got car E44 from Dresden. They managed to complete driver's charge, and he's actually line for complete successful driver change. We've got some problems, I think, at Diepholz and Deggendorf. They're trying to restart the system, but the LEDs are not flashing. So just saw Dresden coming back on track. So congratulations that they got their second driver out, and the other two cars are still going. The driver is being briefed by the race car engineers here that we can hear telling the driver what to do. Second driver, the first driver wants to help them, but that's not allowed by the rules. He's got to keep his fingers to himself and not touch the car anywhere, so the driver has to do it himself. So how's our Dresden team doing? That's 99.38, so the second driver a bit more cool than the first one.
And car number E58 get the checkered flag, and they are now in for a driver change. And oh no, they kind of pulled into a full bay and had to. They're trying to just work their way into the right bay. I think he wasn't expecting to see other cars in driver change, but he has made it. Let's hope that they can make a smooth transition now after that slight delay.
Yes, and I just got an update here from Mickey, who pits, and North. Sadly, I think the first driver accidentally tried putting out the whole system, which is actually not allowed. So not sure what's happening now. They restarted the system. They got blinking light and the beep sound. So actually, they get back online. So Degendorf E14 is coming on to be released. So finally, they did make it, and there was a joyful cry out here from our technicians here at the fence who could monitor all that from their wireless digital setup. And let's have a look at E44 Dresden.
Yep, E44, they just completed their first lap with their second driver. That was 101.7. So we're going to get some faster times out now. I think E14 are just waiting for the green flag now. Is that correct?
That is correct, Aaliyah. They've got with the Dresden a bit slower. I think they're just going to let the car that just passed gain a bit of distance in between so it doesn't get in. But we've still got Diepholz in there, and there, congratulations. Degendorf are out on track with a nice green E14 car. Everything blink. The red light's blinking again, so all systems are on go. But it doesn't look good for Diepholz. Not sure what's the problem here, but there's no light flashing or anything. So apparently there was some problems of abiding the rules with Diepholz. Driver might have done a mistake there while getting out the car. We're not sure, so they're having a brief discussion of what's allowed and what not, but we'll keep you posted on that shortly.
So I just have one more thing to say. This is actually our first ever electric endurance that's been has taken place during the day. The last 2 years it's always been at night time, and I think this is going to be a challenge maybe for some of the cars, because one of the big issues with the electric cars is temperature, especially regarding the batteries. And at night time they've always had the advantage that there was no sun, so they've normally had sort of this has been less of a problem, and I think this time it's going to be maybe more of an issue for some of the teams.
And talking about overheating, I think Degendorf are actually having a small overheating problem. I'm not sure that we can't see them again. They haven't come round. They somewhere have stopped. So, like you said earlier, just now earlier, I think temperature definitely is going to be a new sort of so they've got still 90 seconds or 60 seconds left. I'm trying to reboot the system. When I look on those faces from there, going to look good to me. So who have we still got in the pits? It's still Diepholz. The other car that's pitted is coming up to be released very soon. That's our Belgium team, Leuven. And they're being released now. So that's our Belgium team newcomer. Very first Belgium team here in Formula. So well done to that. They get the second driver and second run here. Congratulations already. And if they can finish this endurance, it'll be an even better performance that they've shown here today in Hockenheim. And I've just got the current update that Diepholz is not allowed to re-enter. They're out of the race. Diepholz, sadly. So round of applause for Diepholz, car E69. They did some good lap times there, but Sandigan. Oh, and a very nice spin there from car E31s right in front of our audience. So let's see if he can carry on. Driver's just checking all systems go. That means the car behind him, that's by road, hopefully. So the driver staying calm. He's rebooting the system. The marshals here doing a very good job getting the car off track so that by road can pass. So after that spin, not sure how it works, Eric. How does that work? I mean, I know from a combustion car that when you spin, you can stall the engine. So, but what could be the problem with electric car?
I don't know what happened here, but maybe it also gives an overcurrent. Many teams shut down because of overcurrents and BMS errors. And if something unexpected happened, but it's running again.
Well, that's good. I think the driver kept a calm head, just shut down everything, rebooted, and he's off again. So, yeah, that's still a mystery for us, how that can happen, because we don't have any stalling engines in the electric cars. So, Lee, Bayreuth, Leuven, Easton, and our Denmark team are on track. And who have we got now, Aaliyah?
We've got car number E96. That's our team from Zwickau. They're back this year, and they're looking strong. I think car number E31, their team their heart must have skipped a beat for a second then, so I guess they're feeling really good now to see their car back out on track. And they've not got far to go. I mean, they're on their 16th lap right now. They just have to get to 18, and they will have completed endurance. So car number E31, I think this driver's just going to have to chill out a little bit now, just make sure that he gets through the last couple of laps without any problems, because they are our closest team so far to completing endurance. And Zwickau looking really, really fast out there. They're just coming towards the slalom. Sliding around a little bit, but it's still looking good. Like we keep saying, it's difficult to tell how fast they go, because some cars look really fast and then you see the lap times and then it's just like, oh, 10 seconds slower than you'd imagined. But I think Zwickau usually one of our faster teams. So car number E96 is just about to cross the line. What did they get for their first lap? 98.32, not bad for a first lap time. And we've got another car coming up next.
Yeah, I've just been talking to the guys, and they've just verified that they have a BMS problem. That's why they're not out. But here we're getting a big cheer from Ingolstadt fans here.
Yep, car number E34 managed to start. This is another newcomer team from Ingolstadt.
And coming through the start-finishing line is Bayreuth with car E20 for their first driver's change. And they've been doing very good, consistent times here. So we'll just hope that with the driver's change, no complications occur and that then can carry on.
So we've got a little build-up of cars here. E31 seems to be slow. I guess they're trying to conserve energy, because they are 17th lap right now. They're going to get the last lap sign next time round, and E58 are right behind them, so I think that they're going to have to go into the overtaking lane, and E58 have overtaken them. So car number E31, they get the last lap sign. Are they going to be our first team to complete endurance today, Daniel?
Well, I hope so. I mean, they've done very good first round with the first driver. The second driver, I think, being on safety and maybe, as already spoken earlier, trying to save some battery charge so that I can actually finish. So we'll just have to wait and see that last lap. And now we've got car E44 Dresden being chased by our Zwickau four-wheel drive team.
Yeah, Zwickau are really fast out there. They've just got another fast time, 91.37. And I think they're going to be overtaking a lot of cars today.
Probably, yeah. But let's have a look at E34, that braking hard on that long straight. This is our newcomers from Ingolstadt. And wow, first time under 100 seconds. Well, we've seen some slower cars on track, so that's for a newcomer, a very quick time. If we'll look at Leuven, their newcomer times at the moment is under 90, best time is under 96 seconds. So we'll be having a closer look at those two newcomers here in Hockenheim this year, because that definitely is going to be a close shave, seeing what newcomer will be putting the best performance here on the dynamic events of the electric cars.
Yeah, let's see if Zwickau can get under 87 seconds. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? So, let's see. Car number 58, they're just coming around, down the final straight. And straight up after it, we've got car number E31. And as I said before, this is their last lap, and there is the checkered flag, and it looks like, I'm not going to jinx it, yeah, they've done it. Car number E31, the University of Southern Denmark, are our first electric car to complete the endurance this year. Well done to the University of Southern Denmark. You can party hard tonight.
Yes, they did extremely well here, the Vikings. They really showed some electric teams so far as a first finishing team, so well done there. Zwickau are doing good lap times here, but need to improve that, as we've seen some before. So Denmark, congratulations there to our Vikings team. Well done. So that means, of course, one car finishing. We're going to see another car on the racetrack.
Yep, and we've got E44. I think they're on their 16th lap right now, so they've only got 2 laps to go, and they might even be our second car, so we're hoping for that.
Well, before we get the next car, it's Bayreuth. They've completed their driver change. There were no complications there. Everything is going according to plan. So we've got a black and orange car on track with our second driver. And let's see if I can do another couple of quick times of maybe 86 or even 85 seconds. Because they're getting very close to the fastest time that electric cars so far managed to do, of 87.34 seconds. And I'm just getting some information here that car E100 Siegen will be on track soon. So all you fans out there, get ready for your car to be on the racetrack very soon.
So car number E96, they crossed the line. Did they improve their time? Just waiting for the scoreboard to update. Yeah, and car number E100 are on track now. Zuni Siegen. Yes, they did. Car number E96, 88.90. It's very fast. They think they have the chance to get to beat the track record for the day.
And we're getting some loud chanting here from our audience here as Ingolstadt crosses line 92. That's a good time, and let's have a look how Siegen are doing and performing. And what about our Beirut team? They're going to continue getting faster and faster and faster. Let's have a look. That was a bit of a slow time. It could be that they got a blue flag somewhere, so we'll have to wait this lap. They've got an open racetrack ahead of them. And I think we're seeing TU Dresden back at the big grandstand being pushed off.
So car number E58, they're just going down to complete their 15th lap. They've not got many laps left. Let's see if they can be the next to complete endurance. Zwickau, what did you do this time? 89.09, still fast times, but you've not beat the fastest lap time yet. I think a lot of teams as well, they'll play it safe, I think, with their first driver, just to make sure that the second driver has enough power left.
Oh yeah, different teams, different strategies. I mean, we saw, for example, Denmark, they had a very fast driver, and then the second driver going extremely slow. So we're not sure what teams have got what strategies and what they'll be going to do, but at the moment we're seeing some very good fast times here from our newcomer Ingolstadt. 88.74 seconds, that's incredible. And now we've got car E32, University of Applied Science from Munich, with their electric car on track. So welcome Munich here. And a big cheer goes on as Zwickau overtakes our Belgium team, E58. And I really like that look of this chrome foiled orange that E100 Siegen has got on their car. I really like that flashy orange. Looks nice on track, nicely smooth through the slalom.
So E96 new fastest time, 88.73. That's their best so far. And E100 85.61. That is our new record, I think, for today's electric endurance. Well done to car number E100, Uni Siegen. That's an amazing result, and I think we're going to see you getting even faster. I mean, this is only their third lap time. They've still got 15 to go.
Yes, well done to Siegen there. I mean, just talking about how good looking that car was without Ronchval, and get a very good fast time. But was that just Munich with another? Oh, that was a very quick first time with 86.75, wasn't it, Aliyah?
Oh yeah, they're getting faster and faster. I think they're going to catch up with this best time from the combustion from this morning, that's for sure.
Well, they really have to. I mean, they should get under the 80 seconds. I think we should be seeing some of those times here. And Siegen catching up with the Belgian team Leuven. And I'm not sure if Siegen are powering down or just slowing down because of Leuven. Well, no, actually, that looks like they've got some problem there. They were doing so well, Aliyah, weren't they?
I know, that's a shame. Yeah, no, they're just pulling off the track. Fortunately, car number E34 didn't have to slow down too much to get past them. Oh, and he's off again. That's a good save. He might have just gotten off course because he missed the slalom there. I don't think he really had the choice of doing that, but at least we've got him back on track. So hopefully, okay, I don't think this is going to beat the next his time from before, but hopefully the next time round he's getting the next fastest lap.
So we got Belgium on the last lap, and what's happened there with our Munich team E32? It spun out, or that Ingolstadt car E34 really hitting it, and Siegen trying to catch him up again. I don't think they'll like that Ingolstadt newcomer team just overtook them. So the driver really working hard to get back some vital seconds. Well, let's have a look at Munich. The other Munich team, UAS, with their electric car. What are they doing? Can they reset their system and start up again?
And car number 96 will unfortunately have to slow down, so we're not going to see any green times, I don't think, on the board for the next few laps.
Like we just discussed earlier, I think Bayreuth have got that strategy that the second driver's got to be driving a bit slower, trying to be safe and get enough state of charge left in the battery so that they can complete this endurance. I think that's their strategy. But it doesn't look good for our Munich team on the track there with E32. They're still having a small discussion with the marshals. Marshals, of course, have to abide with their rule, 90 seconds, not allowed to touch the car. And it doesn't look good. I think the marshals are sort of signaling you've got to quit now. The 90 seconds are over. And a big cheer goes up there as Ingolstadt overtakes our newcomer Belgium team. So I think we're clearly seeing Belgium teams. And a big cheer goes up for E58, who finishes there. So this is our second car.
This is our second car, and I don't think they minded having to let the cars go past them, because I think they're just going to be so happy to have completed endurance. They're our second car for the Formula Student Electric this year, and they are a newcomer team. So we've had 2 newcomers completing so far. How about that?
Definitely, that's a great performance. I think the combustion team's going to have a look at that and saying, wow, what are those teams doing right? Let's see if we can get a driver for a small interview.
Oh, it looks like car number E32 are back, and they're chasing car number E20. I think they're going to get the blue flag soon.
So that car really has got potential. Or I know Beirut was going a bit slower, saving some of that energy for later.
I think again, the team UAS Munich electric team, they're all going to be breathing a sigh of relief as their car got restarted again. It's their very, very, very slow time, but they're back out there.
This is Zwickau rolling over the start-finishing line for the driver change, but this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. No, driver says he's can't go driver's change. They've got some technical difficulties there. And last lap now for Ingolstadt, and the crowd going really wild here. Oh, the driver putting up the finger there, saying, yes, we're going to finish this race here. We're going to be another newcomer team. Is going to show the old guys how to do it here in the endurance. And is that Ziegen out there, Aliyah?
Yeah, it looks like it. They seem to have stopped on track. Are they going to be able to restart? I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But in the meantime, we've got a new car out, car number E40. They were our skid pad winners. And they are back now for the endurance. And let's see what kind of time they get. So that's their first lap, 92.14. That's an excellent start.
So yeah, we've got real competition going there because Munich has managed to restart. They just managed to keep those 80 seconds. I think that was a very, very close shave there. But they are doing some astounding quick times, I think. So let's have a look if they can show us how quick they are actually on track. The 221 seconds, of course, was where they still had the problems of restarting. And here come Munich round over the start-finishing line. Let's have a look at the lap time. 108. Well, still time for improvement. Probably was can't wait for a slow car in front. And here come Ingolstadt across the finishing line. Congratulations. So this is first driver's change here, Ingolstadt. I think if they continue this, they're really going to do a great performance here. So let's wait and see. In a few minutes, we're going to see them on track again.
We've got another car up. We've got car number E67 from Osnabrück. Hopefully they're going to complete the race. It's really nice. Ingolstadt have tons of fans out here. They're all cheering, 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 and hopefully that's going to help.
Yeah, Ingolstadt really got some fans out there. And this is, oh no, Munich again being held up again by Beirut. So we're not going to see another one of their quick times that we're doing there. So we've got to wait a bit.
Have they lapped them? Weren't they behind them before?
No, not yet. I think they have to wait now for the next blue line. But Beirut are going slower and slower. I think they really have some difficulties here with battery charge. Or maybe even overheating, who knows. And the Munich driver is swerving. Slow down here. And here we go, overtaking. And let's hope that, what was that, Freiberg? They've just been, no, sorry. There, it was Freiberg. That's been released on the track. That they're just as fast. They're not going to hold back Munich now. Oh, that doesn't sound too good there from E20, does it, Aliyah?
No, I don't know. It sounds like maybe mechanical stuff working there.
Yeah. No. Oh, do you smell that? It doesn't smell too good either. So really, this is not a good sign for Beirut here from E20. So could be that there's something really overheating on that car. And quick look in Ingolstadt in the pits. I think the second driver is already getting in. They are trying to restart the system. Now the scrutineers have all got their thumbs up, so good.
And what time did car number E40 get? They get their new best time, 88.46. They're pretty close to the fastest time so far. We've got E76. They're also kind of catching up with E32, which E32 is kind of a funny story because E32 in the last lap were trying to get past one team, and now they're going to have to slow down again, I think, for E76 to take over. I
think that was the team that we saw before. That E32 has already overtaken Freiberg, so they probably had a blue flag, Freiberg. So Munich is really quick here. So Freiberg is not as quick as Munich, so I think it's going to be a quicker time than we see before. Wow! Look at that, an 81.31. Blue flag. Well, I think we should be seeing some under 80 seconds here from UAS Munich, so that's a very good time.
So I have somebody from the team from Belgium. They were asked today to complete the electric endurance. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's a great experience to finish the endurance. We're a first year team. We worked on it with 50 students a whole year. The car is still maybe heavy, but it's very reliable, and it's great to finish here on this sunny day.
And have you had a lot of time to test for the endurance, or I mean, did you just kind of come here and just hope for the best, or were you expecting to be able to finish?
It was the first time we did the endurance. We went first to Silverstone, and there we could only compete at the static events. We had a small problem, but we couldn't solve it there. In the meanwhile, in those 2 weeks, we could test a little, not that much. And so now it was the first time ever for our drivers as well to compete at a dynamic event.
And have you been able to compete in all the dynamic events here so far?
Yeah, we all did finish them all. Yeah.
That's an excellent result. So we're kind of looking forward to seeing some good results from you overall. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellie. Update on our Belgium team, and I've just got good news here for our Ingolstadt. The Ingolstadt car's up. Seeing them. Slow cars in front of them that really get going.
So we found out what happened to the car from Zwickau, car number E96. They unfortunately made it just about to drive a change and had to pull out. And hold on, I think Daniel wants to say something about Ingolstadt before I carry on with the story from Zwickau.
Well, first of all, we've got to say congratulations to Byron E20 for finishing the endurance. So, well, really were looking very because he was getting slower with. So, well done there. So, this is our finishing here in Hockenheim. Well done. First German electric team, of course. So here comes Munich, UAS. They're doing some astounding times here, but with each time it's like 3 or 4 tenths of a second slower. So I'm not sure if the driver's getting tired. As you probably all know, with all electric cars, if batteries fully charged, you've got, for example, for each battery cell, a total charge of 4.7 volt. As it charges down, the voltage goes down, so that means less power, of course.
So as I was saying before, car number E96 did unfortunately have to stop at the driver change. I did just find out from our intelligence officer they had some issue with insulation between the connection between the high and low voltage, and so it was an electrical issue. But they did incredibly well, so please give a round of applause to car number E96 from Zwickau for completing the first half of endurance.
Yes. We can see on track and on track here. First Munich EB012. Now they've been having a lot of electric difficulties. And really looked at them, saw them. They really had big baggy eyes. I mean, they tried to do everything. Car ready for the endurance, so let's hope that they've solved all the problems and that this car will hopefully complete the endurance.
So we're just waiting for the cars on track to complete their laps, and we just had car number E32 go in for driver change, which is an excellent thing. And once these cars finish endurance, we will then have a small break, because we actually have got to that point where we're already up to the final 5. So we're going to have a little showdown for you with our 5 fastest cars from the autocross yesterday. And yeah, hopefully you're going to see some really, really fast times that time.
I mean, we saw Zurich, quick car here on track yesterday. So let's just wait and see how these cars here are performing on track. And we've still got Ingolstadt running. Very good there. Eindhoven doing some very safe times here. And let's have a look at Team Munich, how they're doing. Team Munich with 84.14 times, so that's quite a good lap time for that. Probably weeks. So let's hope that continues this way.
So car number E40's just seen the final lap sign, and they're doing consistent times, 88 seconds. I think that team is going to be really happy to see them go into driver change, and even happier to see them come out of driver change. Car number E34 just got a new time, 94.8. See if they can be our next car to complete endurance today.
So Leah, just got an update from Mickey that we've still got the other Stuttgart team waiting up. So these are one of the cars that couldn't go this morning, and this is the only car from this morning that's actually lining up to go, and that means that will be the last car as it looks. I've been looking forward to seeing on the showdown.
Yeah, so we saw some really fast times from these teams yesterday, and I can tell you now we've got 3 teams with wings and 2 teams without. So the 5 are in no particular order, of course. TU Delft, DHBW Ravensburg, Karlsruhe KIT, Stuttgart, and ETH Zurich.
Yeah, thank you very much, Aliyah. We've got our Munich team with the second driver up and running. They're just waiting for the green flag, and Eindhoven have already come in for the driver's change. And, that means that we're going to have our fast Munich team, US Munich, out on track again. See our second driver does, and a big cheer goes across as Freiburg crosses a start-finish line with an 86 seconds. And here we have Munich in E4 with 83.5. Now they are going faster and faster each lap, so their technical difficulties that's the other Munich team, UAS Munich, a very fast car currently on track, E32. Let's have a look how good their second driver can perform here on the endurance. We had a very fast first driver. Let's see how the competitiveness within the team can be brought to slight suspense here. And maybe he can even beat his colleague's time of 81.31. And Stuttgart now still going strong, a bit slower than the first driver. So I'm not sure if this is a driver that's been briefed to go a bit slower, or if the car's hasn't got full power anymore. But he's doing a nice, easy driving here. And 94 seconds, and is a lot slower than the 88 and 86 seconds we've seen before. And just coming into the pits now was car E67 Osnabrück. Freiberg getting the blue flag and letting Team Munich with a car E4 out. So I think we really have to praise the electricians here who probably worked all night getting the car ready for this endurance, that the E4 car is actually working in such good order today. So well done here, guys. And it looks like at Eindhoven pits complete the second driver, but seems a small problem starting, or does it? No, they're off. That's good. That's good news. So E67 with Osnabrück just doing a pedal driver change, so they've got to change the pedal box. Two drivers are a bit different on height. And Aliyah now just putting up the music, so we don't have too much silence in between.
The intelligence officer requested it, so I had to. Apparently people are missing the music this year.
Well, definitely. Last year in the night race, each team had their own music composition that they wished for, and you straight away knew what car was on track currently, depending on what music track was being played. And let's have a look at car Team Munich with another good time, 84.08 seconds, and that's Freiberg coming into driver's change here.
Yep, that was car number E76 to you, Freiberg. Well done. Hopefully we'll see you out again in a couple of minutes. And we're also hoping to see car number E67 back out in a minute. It's the team from Osnabrück. So, car number E40 still going strong out there. They're just on their first lap with their second driver. And it looks like the team from Ingolstadt, car number 34, have had to pull into the blue bay, and car number E4 have overtaken them. So the final 5 are going to have to beat 81.31, and they're going to have to do it on their first lap. What do you think?
Well, if they do that in their first lap, that's going to be very impressive. So we'll just have to wait and see now. I'm hearing a lot of beeps and sounds coming from the pit, so that's always a good sign on the electric car. That means I think Osnabrück are ready to go, but before that, I'm not sure, is that the other Stuttgart team there, Mickey? It is the other Stuttgart car ready to go and waiting for the green flag. I think they're going to wait a bit longer because we've got 3 very fast teams here. But with Ingolstadt, I'm starting to get a bit worried here. They're going slower and slower with each lap. They're getting the blue flag now with UAS Munich coming up behind. So what's a Munich? 86 seconds. Well, they were slowed down again there. So what's this with Ingolstadt? They've still got 2 laps to go. So we're just 2 laps and then they will finish the endurance. The drivers, I think, really trying hard to drive as efficiently as possible so that they can actually make it to the finishing line.
I think car number E4 is about to overtake car number E40. They're looking pretty fast out there. I think they're going to get the blue flag. Is that true? Let's see. And E40 just coming down the final horseshoe, around the horseshoe, and nope, they didn't get the blue flag, so I guess they're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's a bit of a pity, but the blue flags are being shown here, so that's Eindhoven going out and Team Munich being shown the last lap. Now coming out is not Stuttgart. They had some problems with their traction system, so that's Osnabrück being released on track very shortly. So we'll be seeing Osnabrück with their second driver here, and let's have a look at that Munich time here, because I think that was the first run there they actually had a free racetrack in front of them.
They got an 85.80. I've seen them doing faster, but maybe they're conserving energy. Who knows?
Yeah, could be the strategy you were talking about before, Aliyah. That's the second driver. Now it's Osnabrück is out.
I know, we just had a big cheer out there. I think they've got a lot of fans out the back on the grandstands. Well done, car number E67. Hopefully you'll be one of that next cars to complete endurance.
So Ingolstadt on the last lap now, penultimate lap, so we really hope that they can make it here. They're having a good first run, second run of being more economical now. And car E76, that's Freiberg. We're hearing a nice beep sound, so that means that Freiberg is ready to go. And here they come out of the pits. Well done there to Freiberg with their second driver and their second run. Munich with their last lap being another fastest lap and getting their checkered flag for driver change. And that was a very another fast lap for them with 83.45. Well done there. So let's have a wait and see in 3 to 5 minutes how the driver change is going.
Yeah, I believe they're the last car to go into driver change for the first part of the electric endurance. And as we said before, after these cars are done, we are going to take a mini break and wait till they all finish, and then we are going to put the final 5 out, and we're looking forward to seeing some fast times. We really want this 81.31 to be the first lap time for the final 5.
Definitely, we want to see that 80 seconds being broken by one of the top 5 teams here. Now Ingolstadt on the very last lap here. Osnabrück doing some very fast times before with the first driver, second driver going a bit slower again, so that could be again strategy of saving their state of charge in the batteries. Now Ingolstadt, very consistent performance here with their second driver. Well done there. Coming up to the last long straight. It's going very, very slow, so I really would like to find out from Ingolstadt how many percent of SOC they've still got left in their battery. A big roar going as a checkered flag has been shown for Ingolstadt. Well done there for another newcomer team from Germany, finishing the electric endurance here. Well done, Ingolstadt.
That was an excellent result. Well done to car number E34. So we've got all of the cars that are left are on their second drivers. So we've got 4 cars that are at least started the second half of endurance, and they're all looking very strong out there. I reckon they're all going to complete this race today. And we're just waiting to see car number E4 come out of driver change. The first driver is just strapping the second driver in. Had car number E32 swerve past me. They just got a time of 85.67. And car number E67 just swerves around the final turn, and they cross the line with 88.15.
And current update on the pits, it looks like that the driver change for Team Munich has completed. The second driver has now been fully strapped in. The red light is flashing, the beeping sound has sounded, and he's going forth to the green flag, and hopefully he'll be released very soon. They've been doing some great performance here. Some great times, 83.5 or 83.35 I think was the fastest time. So here comes Munich out of the lap, so well done there.
So what time did we get for E32? 85.84, still staying very consistent there. And E40 a little bit slower right now. They just got a 95.64, but they're still looking fast out there. I'm not sure if they made a mistake on the last lap or not. E67 again, kind of reaching towards the mid-80s in time. Another 89.29, not bad at all. I think right now, these guys just want to finish the race. I mean, fast times are great, but finishing the race is greater. So car number E4 is just coming around to finish their final lap with the first driver. Their last driver managed a final lap of 83.45, which was the closest right now to the fastest lap we've seen so far. So hopefully we will see a faster time, or we'll find out if we've got the faster driver as the second driver. What's happening on your end?
Well, all I'm seeing here in the dynamic pits area, and a lot of young students cheering on here for Ingolstadt, who really did well there. And we might get the driver here from in for a small interview later on, seeing how this newcomer team from Ingolstadt really did an outstanding performance. And now coming across the start finishing line is E32 UAS Munich, who have been shown the last lap sign. So, oh my God, what's happening here? This is the last lap, Munich.
Oh no.
This is not looking good. The driver's checking the system. He's staying very calm. Pit marshals are there to abide him. He's restarting the system. So I think they did a very good driving briefing here. All these drivers are always very calm and know what to do when the system's faulty. So we'll just have to wait here and hope that in the next 90 seconds they'll hopefully complete their final lap, because it's really hard on the drivers and team, isn't it, Leah?
Oh, this is sort of one of those things where people's hearts stop beating and they just hope and pray that their driver can get their car restarted. And this has been our fastest car out there today, and so we really just want to see them finish this final lap. And they're just sitting right in front of us, and doesn't look like they're getting restarted yet. I mean, how long do they have left, do you think?
Oh, well, I think they've got a good 60 seconds left now. Drivers trying all sorts of different things, but we're not seeing the red light flashing here, so it doesn't look good, to be honest. The officials are patiently waiting. And Rainer there having a good look out there on that car. And the car seems to restart and beep, but then the red flashing light goes out straight away. So it really does look as if the battery is flat. Because when the LEDs flash, that means there is voltage in the system. If they don't flash and they stop flashing, then that basically means there's no voltage in the system. So we're probably down to the last 30 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. This really seems like a pity. All the other drivers have to go slow, of course, so that's not going to be too good. But safety comes first here now. I think it's going to be the last try. Well, the driver's going to restart the system. Team Munich still going very strong here. I mean, with all the problems that's one of the least teams that I was expecting to see and nearly finish the endurance. But, well, haven't finished yet, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed that they won't have the same problem as the other Munich team is having here in front of us.
So I think the time must be running out by now. What is it? Yeah, I'm very sorry to the UAS Munich. It looks like it's over. Please, can you give car number E32 a round of applause? They did get to the penultimate lap, and unfortunately it looks like their battery's flat. But they've got our fastest lap time out there so far. So well done to car number E32. Now I've got Mickey here, and he has one of the guys from Ingolstadt. And what do you want to say about that?
Well, I have one of the team members from Ingolstadt. Could you introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little bit about the endurance and what was it like the last couple of laps?
Yeah, I'm Maggie from Schanze Racing Team. I'm the head of the mechanical department, and I assist driver change. And yeah, we switched on. We lowered the power of our car for the couple of last laps, so we can sprints and finish all of our races we had to do here. And we're just happy. My knees are still shaking, and it's just freaking awesome.
So I understand you're a first-year team going electric, and that must have been quite a year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is just... I barely sleep the last couple of weeks. Nearly all of the team did, and we just worked and try as hard as we can to finish our car. And we did it, and thank you guys, and thank you all judges and everyone for your support. And it's just, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
So we've had car number E4, they stopped for a second then, but during the interview they did manage to restart. But not only that, we've got car number E40, they're just coming down the slalom, and they are about to complete their endurance. But we're not going to jinx this because they might slow down. I didn't jinx it, I promise. And they're on their last lap. So let's just start cheering and hope that they're going to finish this. Are they going to be our first Dutch team to complete endurance today for the electric cars? So they're coming down the final straight and the checkered flag is in sight, and I think they are going to do it. I think this is definitely going to happen. Well done to car number E40. You not only won the skid pad electric, but you've also completed endurance for today.
Yes, and I think that's a very good performance that Eindhoven showed us here. I think they're doing a bit more on safety here, and then maybe a lot of cars have already had temperature issues and the BMS cutting out, but congratulations there again to Eindhoven. And we've got the last cars here out on track now, so that's TU Munich E4. We've got Freiberg still going strong. TU Munich again with some difficulties, but managed to restart. We've got Eindhoven, of course, which means that another 3 or 4 laps to go. And Osnabrück here going quite strong with their second driver, so not as fast as the first driver. And TU Munich really stepping on that.
No, I know, they looked like they were having serious issues before, now it just looks like that nothing ever happened, doesn't it?
Something amazes me, especially with TU Munich. I mean, they've had another cutout, and the driver's like, he's just saying, well, I want to drive fast here, I'm not going to take any precautions. He's just flat-footing it, especially with all that torque vectoring and the unique function that this car has got to get even faster. Functions that, of course, TU Delft and all the other top teams that are already lined up in the pits here behind us. So it's going to get really interesting later on, ladies and gentlemen, with the final showdown of the fastest 5 electric cars. That will be on after the last 3 that we're seeing on here on the racetrack, completing their last laps of the endurance.
So we've already got the final 5 all waiting in the pits. And we've got another little situation going on here. It looks like car number E4 wants to overtake car number E67. Then they got the blue flag. And I think, yeah, car number E4 have overtaken them, but car number E67 probably don't care because this white sign has just come out, and that means they've got the last lap, and they can start slowly holding their breath.
Yeah, I'm holding my breath. Not too good. Cars like sort of see the last lap sign and then they sort of ease off accelerator pedal, sort of across here, but I think that's sort of like something on purpose. They're like, oh, last lap, thank God, I'm just going to do it safe down, hopefully come back in. UAS Munich, who sadly didn't have the time to get off the accelerator pedal as soon as they crossed the start finishing line, doing their last lap.
I know. Okay, so we've got car number E76, they're on their 17th lap. And we've got car number E67, they are on their final lap. And we've got car number E4 who are on their 16th lap. So, and they're all looking very strong out there. So hoping that we don't get to see any more flat batteries before they complete the endurance. Yep, and car number E76 also have that beautiful white sign that every team can't wait to see, which is that last lap sign. That means they're very close to the end. They've just got to get around one more time and they're going to see a checkered flag, which I guess is an even more beautiful sign. Car number E4 get another nice time, 83.30. They're the fastest car out there right now. And they've got one more lap to go before they also get to see the beautiful white sign.
Yes, I'm keeping my fingers crossed here for my home racing team from TU Munich here. I really am surprised with their performance. I mean, I've said that a couple of times now, but it really is sometimes a miracle. And here comes E67.
And they're coming around the final corner, and oh my God, they're slowing down. But there's the checkered flag, and they've done it. Well done to car number E67, UAS Osnabrück.
Well done, well done. I can really see that. Big round loud of applause there, ladies and gentlemen, because Osnabrück were really crawling that last lap. I mean, 112 seconds compared to the 88 and 90 seconds they were really doing on safety so that they get home. But they've managed, so well done there. Congratulations, and we'll be seeing you later on the award ceremony. So who have we got left, Aaliyah? 2 more cars?
Oh, we do, and we've got another car who is also has the checkered flag in sight, and yeah, they're going to cross the line, and yes, they've done it. Well done, car number E76 to Freiburg. They are also